Hey everyone, I'm Jason.
And I'm Brandy.
And we're the Black Bourbon family.
And today we will be tasting Elijah Craig. Jason and I, when we first started drinking bourbon, Elijah Craig was actually our first bourbon we tried.
Yep, it was. And Elijah Craig, it's funny, as I look at the history of some of these bourbons, it's funny just what you learn. I learned that Elijah Craig was a preacher. And not only was he a preacher, but actually got thrown in jail a lot. And because back then, you needed to have a license to preach. And I guess he figured, I don't need a license. I'm just going to preach.
Preacher and a bootlegger. Wow.
So, and also Elijah Craig was the first person to use charred oak barrels to distill his whiskey, or his bourbon. So he was, one of the originators of the charred oak barrel method. So let's try Elijah Craig.
We shall. Still good.
Still good.
So I like Elijah Craig because, like as we said, it was the first bourbon we tried, and it was our introduction to bourbon. And it's not heavy. It's sweet, and I like sweet, and it's just good. It just goes down smoothly. There's, I enjoy it.
Yeah, I do too. It's I think it's a 94 proof bourbon, so not super strong. I know some people look at the proof and that really is like, oh, that's too high. But no, this is, like Brandy said, it's a sweet bourbon. I always like to try to smell the bourbon before I try it, or as I'm trying it. I don't know, whatever. But it's very easy on your nose. So as you're drinking it and putting it up to your glass, or putting the glass up to your face, it's a good bourbon.
Okay.
I like it. Still good.
Yeah.
So also, Brandy has been doing some research on some different drinks that you can make with bourbon, specifically the Elijah Craig, and she wanted to share that with you.
Yeah, so Elijah Craig has a couple recipes on their website that we decided to try tonight. So Jason has the Kentucky Buck, and with the Kentucky Buck, it has ginger beer, lime juice, simple syrup, couple strawberries for garnish, and of course, Elijah Craig.
This is good. I'm more of a straight bourbon drinker. When I drink my bourbon, I just like it neat, no ice, no nothing, not chilled and all that stuff. But if there was a mixed drink that I was to try, this would be one.
Okay.
And for the fellas, I know you're thinking, strawberries? No. Yeah, it's garnish, whatever you want to call it. It does not make it a girly drink, in my opinion. It's still a good drink. It tastes good. This is good.
Okay.
You want to try it?
I will try it.
All right.
It is good. And I'm not a ginger beer fan, but this is not over gingery. Because usually when I think of like ginger beer, I think of Moscow Mule.
Yeah.
So, and those are not my cup of tea. But this is good.
Yeah,
this is good.
Is.
It's like I said, I don't think anybody can drink that, and that's a good introduction to bourbon as well. So I have another drink as well. It's called the Forbidden Sour, and this one has lemon juice, bitters, PAMA, and simple syrup.
And Elijah Craig.
Of course. I mean, why are we here? We know it has Elijah Craig in it. So I want to taste this. Yes. Very good.
Is it?
And it's not sour. This is easy. This is good.
Really?
Yeah, this is good. You should try it.
And just so y'all know, we try to make our drinks beforehand, and somebody wanted to double it.
Yeah, I had to double it.
I think she knew it was gonna be good.
Yeah, I think so.
Or maybe she wanted to share it with me.
No.
Mm-hmm. No, this is good. I would say you can taste a little bit of sourness to it, but not in a bad way.
No, I didn't have to go like this.
Right, exactly. Exactly. I think it's more of for those that like the amaretto sour.
Yes.
Yeah, we have friends who like the amaretto sour, things like that. I think that would be a great introduction to a bourbon.
Without having to worry about it being straight or doing an old fashioned, which is kind of still straight because it's just got a little simple syrup in it. But this is good because you have a good mixed drink, and Elijah Craig came up with a fantastic recipe for this drink and for the Kentucky Buck as well. And we will have both recipes in our
Description.
Yep.
And so what we want to do, as usual, is provide just a couple of cigar pairings with the Elijah Craig. We always, as we mentioned before, we enjoy smoking cigars with our bourbon. So we have a couple of suggestions for you with that as well.
Okay. So my suggestion today is Cuba Cuba, which is an acid. The Cuba Cuba is actually a sweet cigar. I prefer sweet cigars.
I don't.
Obviously, I like everything sweet, right? I like sweet bourbon. I like sweet cigars, but this actually enhances my bourbons. And so I enjoy drinking Elijah Craig and smoking my Cuba Cuba.
Cool. And so I have a couple. I had more, but somebody told me cut it to 2. So I got 2 for you guys.
We're here for bourbon.
So one is a Cuban. As I mentioned before, Cubans can be purchased at cigar1.com. The information will be provided in the details of this video. But this one is a Partagas Añados. Sorry, I didn't do well in Spanish. But anyway, Partagas Añados. And this one is an aged Cuban. I think this has been aged a minimum of 8 years. I bought this from Cigar One, so you can definitely find it on their site. And the other one is an Arturo Fuentes Don Carlos Eye of the Shark. This is a very smooth cigar. I would say works well with a lot of things, so definitely with the Elijah Craig, it will work well for you. But other than that, again, as always, thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the video and have a better idea of Elijah Craig and some extra drinks that you can make that Brandy provided. Good drinks, I definitely would recommend. Always, please comment, share, and subscribe to the channel as we plan to provide lots of videos. This is the first part of a 3-part series for Elijah Craig. So we should have a couple more videos for different types of Elijah Craig pretty soon.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Have a great one.